Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all well. So in this video we are going to be reviewing last year's absolutely brilliant Parasite movie, which literally took the movie world by storm when it was released last year. It's an absolutely outstanding psychological thriller movie that's got such interesting themes that really explores inequality, manipulation, family, and what people will do when they are truly desperate. Now, it's not only awesome because of all of the brilliant twists and turns in this movie, it's just so captivating from start to finish, and it just feels like each scene just has real depth and real hidden meaning. And by the way, I'll go through all of the Easter eggs for this movie later on, but also on top of all of that, everything just crescendos into this brilliant final act. And it's one of those movies that doesn't wait until all the way right to the end where it gets really exciting. Each scene, like I said before, is really awesome and standout in and of itself. So it's a really exciting and really captivating movie from start to finish, which I will be really enjoying to break down for you in this video review. So the storyline of this movie is kind of split in two parts, but like I said before, the whole setup for the movie is actually really awesome. So it starts off by introducing us to the Kim family, who are a family of four with a mother, father, son, daughter setup, and they all live in true poverty with a basement apartment where they all work as pizza box folders. Now the son gets the opportunity to become a tutor for a very rich family's daughter. The movie then becomes about how the Kim family kind of infiltrate and scheme their way into working for the Park family and carrying themselves off as if they are all unrelated, highly qualified people. The movie then takes a little bit of a sinister turn, and one of the people that the Kim family had manipulated comes back, which leads to a series of sinister events going on and jaw-dropping things that really does culminate in a massive crescendo with the final act and really does show what humans are capable of. So from a cast and characters point of view, absolutely brilliant characters. You can really get behind all of them, you can really understand all of them, and they're just really well communicated through all of their performances. In terms of a summary of the characters, I'll go through the core three families just to kind of keep it nice and simple. So first up, we have the Kim family, which like I said is made up of a father, mother, daughter, and a son, and all four of them are incredibly self-sufficient, incredibly manipulative, and incredibly savvy as well. They managed to con the entire Park family into hiring all of them and firing all of the other people that they had currently hired without doing any background checks as well. So I definitely think that's another lesson learned. And I think the Kim family are only really ever thinking about themselves, and they don't care who they have to step on to get what they want. We then have the rich Park family, who are also made up of the same kind of group of people. So a mother, father, son, and a daughter. But by contrast, they are very rich, they're really entitled, they're really oblivious, they are also really judgmental, which is definitely one of their downfalls, and they're also really naive as well. I really liked what the mother of the Kim family said, where she said, you know, they are only really nice people because of the fact that they are rich, which I thought was a really interesting observation on society in general. And then finally, we have the Moon family, who show that there is no loyalty even if you're at the same class level. And the Moon family also really demonstrated that humans are capable of really manipulating and threatening one another to get what they want, and are even prepared to kill one another to also get what they want. So I just feel like this movie was a really interesting observation on society, and as a movie itself just communicated their characters so brilliantly. So from a visuals point of view, this movie really does come into its own so brilliantly, as it really does represent the class divide between the rich and the poor so brilliantly, and as a result, all of the different experiences and the different realities of the different people so brilliantly. So for example, where there is a tropical rainstorm, the rich people at the top just kind of see this as a bit of a pleasant experience, whereas the poor people at the bottom, it really does show how devastating this is and how destructive it is to their whole way of life and their living situations as well. It's just so brilliantly communicated through the visuals, and it's just so heartbreaking as you're really connected with all of these different characters, and just seeing what they have to suffer with is just absolutely crazy. I also feel like, you know, the other visual aesthetics in this film is really cool. So all of the mansions look really great. All of the visuals in terms of representing all of the different worlds about the rich people at the top and the poor people at the bottom is really well constructed and really well represented in this film as well. And like I said before as well, you really do feel like you're connected with all of these different characters, and the visuals is a great aid to really help you with that. So the visuals in this film are absolutely awesome. So in terms of comparisons, I absolutely loved Parasite. I think it's such a unique Korean movie and definitely leading in the psychological thriller genre. In terms of comparing it to other Korean movies, I did prefer it to Train to Busan. I did really like Train to Busan, but I just thought this movie was slightly better than that one. And I also think it is totally deserving all of the praise and all of the awards that it won. I just think it's an excellent examination into what humans are capable of, and also really helping us learn that we should be more grateful for what we have, and we should also be really helpful to other people as well. So in terms of comparisons, this movie is definitely one of the best psychological thriller genre movies out there. So halfway through the movie, you find out that the previous housekeeper was keeping her husband in a secret bunker underneath the basement because loan sharks were after him. She also finds out that the entire Kim family are con artists and wants to tell the truth to the Park family, which then leads to a massive war between the Kim family and the Moon family. It shows that no one really wins though, as ultimately all of the Moon family members die. In the Kim family, the daughter Jessica dies. The Kim family's father gets stuck in the basement because he killed the Park family's father, and so he doesn't really want to go to jail, so now he is stuck in the bunker basement for the rest of his life. The son gets brain damage from being hit over the head by the rock that is absolutely devastating, and the son is also dreaming about reuniting with his father one day, but that dream, it's been said, is probably not going to come into reality. So it really does show that there was no point doing all of the stuff that happened in this movie, as ultimately it just led to a lot of loss and misery for all of the families concerned in this movie. Now this movie is honestly full of brilliant Easter eggs. Like I said before, every single scene was really, really pivotal and was really communicating really interesting themes. So I'm just going to summarize the Easter eggs that I was able to observe, but like I said, there were loads in this movie. So the first one is around the trauma that the son of the Park family was suffering was because he saw the father of the Moon family one day, and that is the character that he was always drawing. And then when he saw him on his birthday, at the end of the movie, that is why the character had a bit of a seizure towards the end. The next Easter egg is when the mother of the Kim family was telling the son's friend, oh, why is he bringing a rock to us? He should have brought food, which is really interesting, as when later the son takes the rock to kill the father of the Moon family towards the end, if he had taken food, maybe it would have resulted in a slightly different ending. The next one is that every single character at some point is the villain and also gets betrayed by other characters as well, including Min, who was the character that told the Kim family's son about the job opportunity in the first place, and also told him that he actually really liked the daughter of the Park family. Speaking of the daughter of the Park family, she genuinely did have a loving interest in the Kim's family's son, and was the only character that didn't ever complain about the smell, so you could really tell that her feelings were really, really genuine. The next one is around the mother of the Park family telling Jessica, who's the daughter of the Kim family, that no art teacher lasts longer than a month, which is foreshadowing the death of the Jessica character. So the next one is also to do with Jessica, which is where the father of the Park family and the father of the Kim family were both going to do this little game slash stunt where they were going to pretend to hurt Jessica, but actually she did really get hurt by the father of the Moon family. And then the final one is about the mother of the Park family kind of saying that they've never really celebrated their son's birthday, and then the one time that they do celebrate it, all of these catastrophic events happen. So like I said, you know, there's loads of Easter eggs throughout this entire movie. Those are just a few of them, but I absolutely loved all of the hidden meanings and the brilliant Easter eggs that they had in this brilliant movie. So overall, I absolutely loved Parasite the movie. I thought it was an outstanding movie, and even though the whole thing was in subtitles, it was just so captivating from start to finish. I really loved all of the themes and the storytelling that they had, and the real examination into class conflict, inequality and wealth disparity. It was all so interesting. And like I said before, ultimately it shows that no one really won throughout all of the events that happened in this movie. Everyone kind of lost something, and it really showed that the Kim family really shouldn't have tried to con the Park family, as like I said before, everyone lost something, and it really showed that actions really do have consequences. HBO are looking to do a bit of a remake, so it'll be really interesting to see how that goes. But as far as Parasite the movie goes, I have to give this movie a solid 8.5 out of 10. I'd love to hear what you think, so please let me know in the comment section below. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you in my next video.